Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about a transaction code called mass transaction code. So how exactly this mass transaction code is used in a real time in an organization. I'm going to show some scenario or example how exactly this T code is used. You take example of users. Okay, one user name is called Danush, and second user is like Bhumika. Okay, so Danush create some POs, and even Bhumika also create some POs in the system. Okay, now how to do a mass change for the purchase order if any field need to be changed or converted. Okay, I'll just log in now with the system with the different user IDs. Okay, just let me log out here. Okay, let me log into a system with the Bhumika. Okay, Bhumika is a end user. She's a buyer. She's going to purchase some material. So what she'll do, she may directly go to creation of PO through ME21N, and here she'll create the PO by using some of the standard values. Like these are the values are defaulted, like for the particular business process. Like if she is going to try to purchase from this purchasing group, purchasing org, and company code. Okay, and I'm using some vendor here. Okay, and then plant. Okay, here she is going to enter the quantity 10 numbers, and the as of now the purchasing group is 000. Okay, so I will tell you the scenario what how we are going to do the mass change for the particular field from the PO. So that's why I'm going to create some PO with this user ID. So I'm going to save it. Okay, this is one PO created. I'm going to add here. Okay, so she may create another couple of POs in the same day, a different purchasing group. Okay, so here she take some other purchasing group in the system, example 010. Okay, then create material, like enter material, then plant the quantity. So enter. Okay, this is UB, means it will ask for supplying plan, but I'll go with NB, standard PO, then vendor, quantify, remove this. Okay, just I'm doing it for the testing purpose. Like if in case user is creating a PO with different purchasing group with by mistake. Okay, without knowing much details, like whether to choose which group. Okay, so now I'm just doing it for testing. So that Bhumika is going to save the PO. So I'll save this PO in the PPT. Okay, now you just will go with another user who is going to generate in the PO in the system. Okay, I'll log out. Okay, and the user is going to log in with their own user ID password. Okay, just a moment. You need to check the password. I'll take some other user ID. Just and I'll check the password for this user ID. Okay. So I'll take as a Lakshmi. Lakshmi is the another person who is going to create purchase order in the same system. Okay. They might be a colleagues. Just take that scenario, and he's going to create PO with different combinations. Okay, vendor will be same 1000, and purchasing group will be, he'll be using 15,000 material, plant, 110. Okay, and he'll be saving it. Okay. Okay, I'll create another couple of POs with the same ID. You can use same PO also. If I want to just copy this data, example, if I use this PO previously created, everything will be copied from that previous PO. Okay, then I'll change this purchase group as 18. Okay, in real time, yeah, user will not do mistake of selecting the purchase group, but I am going to show it in a like to run mass decode how we are going to change all the purchasing group for different users and all, right? So I'll save it. Now I got this PO. So now imagine these 4 POs are there in the system. Okay, so if anyone asks, like manually we can change this purchasing group through ME22N, can go and change the purchasing group, but like this daily basis there are 10 users or 20 users are creating a purchase order, and somewhere they wanted to change some mass update on some of the fields in the PO level, then how to perform that? Okay, I'll show it in the system now. Now you can consider Lakshmi is the senior person who has access to mass decode. Okay, but Bhumika don't have access to run a mass decode, so he can go with that authorization, he can run that mass decode. Here object type will be selected as purchase order. BUS 2012 is for the purchase order. Okay, then execute here. Then here you have to choose the purchase order header, because we are going to change the purchasing group which is in the header level, and we can upload the data from file also. If you have a Excel file, from there you can upload file like this. You can choose the file and you can upload. If any Excel file is there with that format, you can upload, but I'm not going to upload the file. Just I'll execute here, click on this, and then here I'm going to pass the purchase order. If I have list of purchase order, I can put here. I'm just showing only 4. If there are 100 POs are there, you want to change the purchase group, then you can paste it everything here. Then here you can choose the selection here. Okay, you can choose a selection here. That I'm going to choose purchasing group, right? So that I'm going to select here. Release group, release strategy, anything header level you can choose. So here already I chosen, I think. Okay, purchasing group. Okay, I'll go back here, I'll execute. Okay, then here I should choose a values, which value I'm going to change. So there is an icon called select fields. Click on this, and from this list you have to choose the respective field. Okay, purchasing group is here. Even if you want to change the purchase document type also, you can change purchase organization also, you can change quotation, outline agreement, our reference, whichever fields you here you can choose. You can see that you can select. I'm just putting this side, left side, then select it. So Here you can see this PO contains different purchasing group 000, 010, 015, 018. Okay, but this all the purchase group should be a 001. Then you can select this line, okay, and you just apply here, carry out a mass change. So all the field for all the POs, this will become 001. Then you save it. Okay, now I'll test one by one. I'll go to this screen. Okay, so now it is changed. I'll go back to ME23N screen. Just display, and I'll show you how the system will show that update, like in header level, if whatever changes done and who has done, everything will be shown in the header level. Now see, default 001 is made here for this PO. When I check for other POs, you can see that 001 is updated here. Okay, now let's see how this display header level or changes which has happened, right? How to see that? Go to environment, document header changes. Then you can see here the changed value from 001 to 018 to 001 new value. Lakshmi is the user who has done these changes through the master code. See, other PO also done by Bhumika. These are the PO done by Bhumika, but the mass action is taken by Lakshmi. So if I check this PO number, okay, then go to environment, document header changes. So here also you can see the Lakshmi is the person, okay, changed this details through a mass code T code. In case like example manually, now see this is created by Bhumika, but the changes done by Lakshmish. Like then you can track who has done these changes in the system by through a mass T code. That's it. Example C, if user login, okay, I'll log in with Bhumika's ID. Okay, here I'll go, and this is a PO. Okay, if manually any changes done on this PO, change it. Example, she's going to change the quantity 50 number here and save it. Then you come back here and then display the environment changes, header changes. So in the header level, it will show only the changes which happened with the header level. Now, if I click on this line item, I'll go with environment and document item changes. Then you can see the changes done by the user Bhumika with which transaction ME22N. In case if I do some changes on the line item level, right, then if I do some mass changes on the PO quantity or price or any other unit of measurement or any other field, I can go and do mass update. That can be shown in this level. Okay, so here you can see the 10 is the old one, 15 is the new value change, and the price also, it was 1000 UAUD. Now it is later it becomes 1500. Old value is 970. Now it is 1455. Like effective value of the item. The gross value. This is the final value of the system in the system that you can see in the header level also. Conditions. This is the net price 1500. Okay. Thank you.